Welcome back to GBE, where I live tweet the Super Bowl and get Mortal Kombat fans upset at me for trolling. Like, come on, guys. It's Twitter. It's a joke. Get over it. Now, I'm not the kind of person that will put endless amount of hours into a single game. I like to spread the love when I can. But one of the games that I did give a lot of love to and really enjoyed was The Division. Releasing back in 2014, The Division took place in a version of New York City that was shut down due to a virus. It was probably my favorite game of that year, and I recently hopped back into it to play the DLC that I didn't play when it was first released. Flash forward to now, where The Division 2 is coming out on March 15th, hashtag is it March 15th yet, and the closed beta was this previous weekend. I requested off of work so I can spend as much time as possible playing the beta and experiencing the new setting, which seems to be a present day Washington DC. Also, Ubisoft, no need to apologize for that email. With the subject of come and see what a real government shutdown looks like in a private beta, that was a great joke and a great marketing tool, just like how Wolfenstein 2 talked about how they want to punch Nazis in the middle of that new neo-Nazi movement. It is just great timing and a great email header. Here are my thoughts. About the game, not Nazis, of course. They're bad. I love it. As a big fan of the first one, there weren't many things that I would change. The gameplay is a lot of fun whether you play it solo or with a friend. The guns seem to work nice for me even though my accuracy is garbage. The Division was probably one of the few shooting games I didn't feel blind when trying to kill an enemy. But for some reason, I just felt like I'm actually good at these games when playing the first Division and even in the private beta. The New York City environment was awesome to play in since I live near there. Walking the streets of New York with nobody else on them is a crazy fun experience that you will only get in the Division. While NYC was fun, sometimes the snow would really get in the way and would affect what you see. Now that we are in present day DC, it is spring out and it looks beautiful. There's so much detail in the streets, whether it's the way the buildings look, the garbage on the street, or the large trucks placed in the middle of the roads. It's a brand new playground for the Division agents to play in and I welcome it. And just like the dogs in the first game, you can shoot the deer in this one, but you cannot skin it because this is not Red Dead Redemption.
Hostile control point identified.
No, we gotta eat, Joey. Deer down. Deer down. Wait. How do I skin it?
Also, Ubisoft, if I'm playing with a friend, they should be able to see the heart that I shot into the side of this car. How come we couldn't see it? You're blocking my love, Ubisoft. I do not respect that, but I'll still buy your game. I love it very much. One of the minor flaws in the first game was how the enemies all seemed to be the same. They weren't really a threat until you would go right next to them. In this game, the NPCs will rush you and are more harmful than the ones in the first. You still get the big boss at the end of each mission, and one thing I like about the new bosses is that they start with a shield that you don't know how strong it is. You can shoot as much as you like at the boss and the shield would still remain still. It eventually goes down, but is a nice small change and makes you work a little bit harder. The one part of the Division that I didn't touch was the Dark Zone. Yeah, I know it was a big PvP place in the game, but I always felt I wasn't good enough to go in there because I would get wrecked immediately. The game also didn't do a great job of introducing the Dark Zone during the story. With The Division 2, you get a taste of the Dark Zone and what it's about during the story, and they changed how it works so people like me can enter the Dark Zone without being intimidated. Whatever regular loot you find in the Dark Zone, you hold on to it if you die. If you come across a more special offering from a loot box, that is when you have to extract it and then you pick it up back at the White House. Now, for one of my favorite parts of the demo. This is a side mission where I get to steal the Declaration of Independence. If you're saying to yourself, hey, this would be a great movie, well guess what, you're in luck, because it already is a great movie called National Treasure. National Treasure stars Nick Cage and my favorite human ever, Justin Bartha. My man. Love him. In this film, Nick Cage is a treasure hunter, treasure protector, who teamed up with Ned Stark to embark on a treasure hunt. During the hunt, Ned Stark gets upset about how slow it's moving and goes on his own to hunt down the treasure. One of the clues to get to the treasure is on the back of the Declaration of Independence. Nick Cage wants it too, but in order to protect the Declaration of Independence, Nick Cage says,
"I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence."
Classic line. Go watch the movie, it's great. There's also a sequel to the movie titled National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets, where Nick Cage must defend his great-granddad's legacy by finding the City of Gold. Also a great film. Highly recommend. They both get goods in my book. One bad thing about National Treasure is that it takes place mostly in Philadelphia and DC. That's not the bad part. But if you look at the filming locations, they only shot one scene in Philadelphia. Everything else was in Hollywood, which is bullshit. And that one scene is when Nick Cage takes out the Declaration of Independence in the room it was signed in and goes like, "Last time this was here, it was being signed." Like, who gives a shit? Film it on location Philadelphia. I don't go to Philadelphia to see the sights. I see it for National Treasure trivia. Oh, bothers me. Anyway, I visited that room and I felt Nick's presence, but was still very upset about the whole situation. Also, to access the archives in the movie, the password is Valley4G. Ellis pressed twice. Fun fact. But at the end of the day, I really enjoyed the Division 2 beta. It's more the same from the first game, along with small changes that affect the gameplay in the best way possible. I am super excited for the Division 2 to come out on March 15th, and I'll be playing it non-stop when it comes out. If you want to see more of my tweets, follow GBE on Twitter. For posts about videos and other stuff, follow GBE on Instagram. Since you're already here, click that subscribe button. And why not put in the comments your favorite scene from National Treasure or National Treasure 2? Happy divisioning, my friends.